Oh yeah.
Ready, go!
I just got back from Cape Town, South Africa, and I mean, the tours were amazing. I mean, I saw Table Mountain, Robben Island. That's where they held Nelson Mandela for 27 years. He was in prison. He came out, and he's elected president. And I mean, it's crazy because now he's on all the money. But there's a side of South Africa that I didn't see. And I think that the tour guide didn't want me to see it. And some of those areas, I mean, you could see that there is a piece of South Africa that's just been neglected. After meeting a few really good friends from South Africa, they were able to show me some of the areas that are being overlooked. And some of these areas really deserve our attention, our love, our support. They're battling every day on the front lines. I mean, when you have children who've seen, murder, not just death, not just, grandma's in her bed and she doesn't wake up, but I heard this story of this one kid who said that he saw his friend's uncle's face being blown off.
You see, they're on the point of the mountain. There's a pole there. The signal pole with a lot of names on.
Is it? You guys put the names on there.
And then in the hall there,
Yeah?
there's a lot of beds there.
Beds. People sleeping.
A bed. Sleeping in the day, awake in the night.
Oh. Nice living here.
Day, awake in the night.
There's mad stuff going on here. Like what?
Like some people shooting you.
Oh. Stuff, no? In all this beauty. You get to see these things. How many times? How often?
Like 7 or 10 times.
Yeah.
7 or 10 times.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
Wow. And that's your reality here, no?
To shoot my friend's uncle's fish, gone. Gone with the fish.
And you saw that.
You did shoot him on the road there. Down by wrong turn.
Why did they call it wrong turn?
Is a turn go wrong?
Yeah.
Just stupid.
He's only 10 years old. A kid at 10 years old does not need to see someone's face being blown off. A kid at 10 years old does not need to be able to recall 7, 8, 9, I forget, I think he said 6 or 7 murders. There's this road. It's called Wrong Turn Road. And if you go down Wrong Turn Road, you made a wrong turn. There's a group of people who live on the side of this mountain, and their homes by the government are illegally built. And whenever the police come in to try to, clean up the area or evict the people, the entire town unites together and fights back against the police, which shows a lot about the people and how they care for each other. It shows a system that isn't thinking about the people.
This is the closest to the favelas in Brazil that you're gonna get anywhere else. It's that they literally have the same modus operandi. Cops really don't survive much there because they can anticipate their move. They've got the vantage point, and there's a real sense of community. They do not take shit. They stand together.
So everybody just coming, grabbing a plot and building and shit on this mountain, Angberg. And according to the island, the police comes for one, what happens?
I'm gonna attack.
Everyone attacks.
Many of these people don't have a regular 9 to 5. They don't have a Target warehouse to go to. They don't have the Amazon, in every city to go to. There's not a Walmart to go work at. So a lot of them make money physically doing things. Like, for example, catching wildlife or wild marine life, such as crayfish. Now, the problem becomes when it's overdone and they begin to overfish the land, and or I should say the sea. And now, because there's no permit, they're overdoing it. It puts them into a category of poaching, and it feels weird to say that, but there's something in me that would love to see these people have their own industry of fishing or clamming, crabbing, whatever the technical term is. But I would love to be able to see these people have their own community and be self-sufficient legally, and hopefully things like that will help to drive the crime and violence down.
According to this elder, the youth in the area are more drawn to becoming poachers than finishing school, because poaching creates a very comfortable lifestyle for them. They get to buy everything they want, and 15, 16-year-old kids, they are making 8 to 10,000 rand a trip, which could be 1 or 2 a day. 8,000 rand, let me see, 15 rand to the dollar. Yeah, you can work that out, it's quite a bit. And for where they are, so they're drawn to that. It's sad, man. Everyone's got a vice.
People are conforming too much. There's no more individualism. People are just sheep, in need of a shepherd, which is sad. Because nothing in the mind of the shepherd differs from what's in the mind of the so-called sheep. They all have minds. They've all been given the very same tools, no different whatsoever. Because what you'd get from the shepherd, you can get from elsewhere yourself. It's like, these self-help books. First and foremost, it's not self-help. I don't know which stand-up comedian said this, but it's not self-help. Because self-help is you just deciding to do something about your situation. Reading up on a book written by someone else is that person helping you, not you helping self. They motivating you to then
Yes!
But it's not just about you. There's the third party now. You just waking up and saying, you know what, I'm going to buy some stuff and sell some stuff.
Yeah.
Because I can't find a job. That's self-help. You going to buy a book is
not
self-help.
help.
That, going to buy the book is self-help. Reading it and getting the information and following that, you've now included the person who wrote the book. Yes. Just by buying it, you were still fine. You were in the self-help category. You read and took in another person's thoughts and ideas and enforced them
in your life. Yes.
It's not self-help. That's why I like stand-up, my friend. Stand-up is very deep, depending on who you listen to. Stand-up is deep, and Eddie Griffin. Conform too much of the fight. I think we attempt, and then we just break down the wall. We don't go and take the stuff out the crates, as you said. So at the wall breaking point, they still don't respond in what we thought we'd get as an outcome. Then all of a sudden we're confused. Oh shit, we don't want to really go into the fucking houses. We were just trying to make a point. You see, that's where the problem is. And then we say, well, fuck it. And then back to square one.
Because a lot of the responses I get from people of that generation is like, you also said, lekker gelewe. Life was good. We had jobs and all of these things. But to me, it's like I probably would have died in that time with my personality, because I'm like, why should we have been limited to work on construction and teacher?
And call that a good life. That's the sad part. The fact that you had to have a job, hooray. Calling it a good life and saying, this is it. I'm happy. No, you're happy because you know even if you weren't, there's nowhere further to go for you. You see others with different skin tones going further and further and even furthermore, where salaries earned by people like CEOs of SAA don't make any fucking human sense. Even the guy who's the head of ESCOM makes no sense that one person, one individual
earn that.
No. It makes no sense. Like, why people like Donald Trump and Cyril Ramaphosa can be presidents when prior to even being president, these people had millions.
Billions.
What is the fucking point? That's my question. Why? What are you trying to prove? That once you have it, you just keep getting it, and once you don't, you stay right where you is. With the hope that we who keep getting it dangle in front of you.
Trickle down.
Because that's what it ends up being. And I always say, because look, in my culture, there's this thing where you go from being a boy to being a man, the initiation process. Yes. Now, what happens is you should leave all boyhood acquaintances in their boyhood. Unless they follow suit, you're no longer on that same level of communication.
Yes.
You can just acknowledge them still. Don't like, I don't see you. But there's a different way now of interacting.
Yes.
You are not Mfowethu anymore now.
Yeah.
You must respect
me now.
Yeah.
I've gone through
to
process.
Places that you would never survive.
Yeah.
That's just the whole. You have to threat. Now, what happens is certain people say, certain people's characters and behavior and personalities change when they come back. They start being disrespectful. Wanting that respect forcefully. From people who shouldn't even be.
Imposing.
Now, that is where people end up having different ways of being now. I'm like, how? This guy was not this way. Now all of a sudden he doesn't know certain people also. It's like he just doesn't acknowledge you. He's now, I'm a man, which means I'm gold. You should call me if you see me.
And worship the ground I walk on and such.
Now, so me, it was like, I had a lot of guys I was leaving behind. To them, I said, now I know what we've witnessed. Guys changing on us.
Yeah.
Guys who were in our crew who are no longer anywhere, and they just see us and it's like, they want to send us to the shop. Disrespectful now. As much as there's that thing, you understand?
Okay,
Don't buy me
I
cigarettes.
see.
Quick.
There's a manner in which you approach someone, man.
You see, now all of a sudden, they become those people.
Demanding.
We're the same age, mind you. Going there didn't make you fast forward your
yes.
You know what I mean? It's just an extra 6 or however many months you spent for that experience. You are on a safari for fucking sakes. That's all it was. You know what I mean? So now I said to my friends, when I come back, guys, it's gonna be all good, because I left a majority of them behind. One had gone ahead of me. I was the second one in my crew. So I left like about 6 or 8 guys behind. And I said, guys, it's all good. We're gonna be cool. Lo and behold, I stuck to my fucking word. We were still tight. We didn't hang out as much. Hanging out was done in a bigger like environment where we maybe we're in a shibin.
Yeah.
There's lots of people there.
Yeah.
They're there too. I can't escape. They sit here, we're drinking.
We know each other.
Talk.
Come on
it's
now,
one
man.
good. They, those things, I'm at my place, but I mustn't be outside sitting with them alone where the neighbors see me. Things like that. So I am one of those people, but now politics are different. Where the guys, they promise you all this and all that because they're not there yet. Once they're there,
then
things
it
change.
They are saying, now it's apartheid in reverse. I'd like to hear your version, or what do you have to say to that?
Apartheid in reverse would only be the white man being where I am now and me being where they are in every way. Physically, by location, by wealth, everything that they have, not the color, everything else. Yeah, that would be them suffering the way that we suffered. That because the only people who were the guys being trodden on were the dark-skinned people, be it black or so-called colored. We were all black. You get my point. We were black. We are black in everyone else's eyes. If you are Caucasian, you see black when you see anything other than Caucasian. Even Indians are black. You catch my drift. So now, white people, where is this reverse, so-called reverse racism? Because where are the white people? Where are they? Still where they were. Nothing has reversed.
Nothing has changed, man.
Nothing has reversed. It might seem as if positions have changed with number 2 and 3. Because now it was white. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It might just seem that way. But it's still the main component of racism is still at the top. Now once they drop to any one of the 2 positions, we can start saying it's there.
It's reverse.
Yeah, you know? But even then it will only be benefiting one of the 2 if they're at number 2. Because number 3 will still be fucked. By the same whites. The whites need to be at number 3. Then it's reverse. Because the blacks and the coloreds, 1 and 2, whichever way, are both benefiting. And the whites are there.
In the same
We
way.
are stepping on the whites together. Whether we are still fighting each other, but we're still both on top of the whites.
How can you even say apartheid in reverse when these people are still living without electricity here? These potholes in the street year in, year out.
Because look at it this way. White people were in power, every white man lived nice. Black people are in power, every white man lives nice. You know what I mean? Black people's situations don't change with any of these democracies and all these things are just terms and phrases and things that make us believe. We'll just believe forever in something that is where. Where is this?
No way. No way.
It's like world peace. World peace is a lovely phrase. Lovely phrase. It's a nice way to feel as a person.
Yeah.
If you want to be that
kumbaya moment.
You know, pessimism doesn't have to thrive.
Yeah.
Let's be optimistic about everything. You know, that's why some people say stop telling your kids that they're gonna grow up, the world is so lovely, your kids are special. They're gonna get into the world and find that people are gonna treat them like shite. Then they're gonna be like, but mommy said I'm no. And then they're gonna break down depression, anxiety, mental institutions. And we also shy down on these things.
How's about death, man?
Eish.
How's about death for wanting to prove your place?
No, that's our
Make your stamp.
our problem. That's our problem.
You see,
we will never have anything because we are constantly trying to show everyone else that we have a certain something. You know, white people do not dress as flashy as black and colored.
Go and buy the techies at Macro, dude.
A colored guy and a black guy on any given day is wearing a combination that is in the thousands.
Yes.
A white guy is hundreds. I'm telling you, they do high tech. They're old school high techs.
Macro.
My friend.
Size 12. And you have to choke it.
Because if it's big,
part of the look.
it has to be hollow.
Yeah.
have that little part in the front. You know?
Yes, sir.
Weird ass jeans with those triangular pockets, the weird.
But he's got a trust fund and he's got properties.
Nigga, he does what he wants when he wants. If he wants to go somewhere, no matter where it is, no matter how many flights he needs to take to get there, he goes.